Shadows of deception. The crime in the sleepy town of Cedar Valley. The murder of Officer Jake DeLuca sent shockwaves throughout the community. Respected and loved, Jake was a paragon of virtue, widely regarded as a dedicated officer whose commitment to law enforcement was unwavering. However, when he was found shot dead in an alley behind a local diner, the town was left grappling with disbelief. His colleagues mourned the loss of a friend, while the community struggled to reconcile the brutality of his murder with the image of their heroic officer. The grim discovery was made early on a Monday morning. With 2 gunshot wounds to the chest, Jake's lifeless body was a stark contradiction to the uniform he wore with pride. Initial reports suggested a robbery gone wrong or a random act of violence, a theory that resonated until investigators began to peel back the layers of Jake's life. Mourning turned into suspicion as questions arose surrounding how a dedicated cop could fall victim to such violence in a town known for its low crime rate. Detective Lydia Sanchez, Jake's close partner on the force, was determined to find justice for her fallen friend. As she sifted through Jake's financial records, she uncovered troubling signs: mounting debts, unexplained cash withdrawals, and mysterious meetings with known criminals in the area. The shadows that clung to Jake's existence began to deepen. Her investigation led her to a critical meeting Jake had before his death with Tony the Bull Marquez, a notorious gang leader linked to drug trafficking. Witnesses recalled a heated confrontation, with Jake allegedly threatening to expose the gang's operations. The pieces began to suggest a motive. Jake's potential betrayal could have resulted in his murder. Progress of the investigation as Lydia sought out more information. She faced mounting pressure, with the investigation becoming increasingly dangerous. She learned from sources that Jake had been trying to extricate himself from the criminal underworld he had grown entangled in, illuminating the complexity of his character. With each clue, the emotional weight grew heavier, and the blurred lines between good and evil left Lydia wondering about Jake's true nature. Tension escalated, leading to a clandestine meeting at a rundown motel with an anonymous informant who had knowledge of the gang's operations. There, she found incriminating evidence: shell casings matching the murder weapon and a string of messages that detailed a plot to eliminate Jake. The proof pointed directly to Marquez. The arrest in a carefully orchestrated operation. Lydia and her team arrested Tony Marquez. During interrogation, he confessed to the murder, revealing that he had sensed Jake's intentions to betray the gang. Frightened of being compromised, Marquez had taken preemptive action, sealing Jake's fate. The aftermath: the arrest of Marquez sent shockwaves through the community once more. As they processed the duality of Jake's life, a dedicated officer and a man entangled in crime, the town held a memorial service in his honor. Lydia was left grappling with the complexity of the situation, cherishing the noble side of Jake while also acknowledging his flaws. In the end, Shadows of Deception became a haunting reminder for Cedar Valley that even those sworn to protect could falter, and that the lines of morality can be terrifyingly thin. Lydia vowed to honor Jake's memory by reinforcing integrity in law enforcement, ensuring his story would serve as a catalyst for change within the community. The tragedy of Officer Jake DeLuca would not be forgotten. Instead, it would inspire a renewed dedication to the principles of justice and truth.